So, I've been hearing a lot of debate about which is better, fursuiting or virtual reality, and it got me thinking, so I thought I'd make this video. So, what are the benefits and drawbacks of fursuiting over virtual reality? Well, that's what I decided to show you today. Yeah, let's get started. For my background, there's someone who has been fursuiting and in VR chat. I don't make avatars, but I do run VR chat over my PC, so there's that. So I would say that I have a good amount of experience in both fields. Is that the right way to say fields? I don't know. So basically there is a benefit to fursuiting, which is that it's a physical representation of your persona, which obviously can lead to some really fun experiences. However, with VR, it's a digital version of your persona, which allows you to get away with quite a lot of other things, like not being hampered by fatigue and heat exhaustion, which is quite an ideal situation for those who have health problems. This, of course, leads to the drawback of fursuits. Essentially, fursuits are a very physically demanding activity, with, I would say, maybe the exception of partial suits, depending on how they're built. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty demanding thing to do. However, with the issue of VR, that's just the problem. It's virtual reality. It's not reality. I hate to be the bearer of bad news and use that kind of language, but still, I mean, VR is not real, so you are hampered by the, you're basically hampered by the fact that you can never bring your character into real life if you don't already have a fursuit, at least, This is something, however, that both fursuits and the VR avatars have in common. They're both tremendously expensive. Yeah, they basically, when it comes to these, avatars, they are very expensive to make, and I have made my own fursuits, as I mentioned. So they're pretty much, and I know how difficult it is, for the most part. And so I would imagine that a VR avatar is probably the same, not in technicality, but making it's probably the similar amount of hard work to make these things. And this does not count what the stuff you need to make a fursuit, like sewing machines, PCs, and that kind of stuff. But you want to know which is the better deal, which is better to do. And in my opinion, I would say it doesn't matter. You're probably wondering why. Well, it's simple. Fursuits and VR avatars are pretty much, they're a different medium entirely. They're basically, it's like comparing movies and video games. They're not the same thing, and they never will be. When I answer the question, fursuit making versus avatar making, my answer is, it doesn't matter. I think this is where I'm going to conclude this video. I wish to do more videos in fursuit, but I can't right now because my foot's broken, as you may know. So I'm probably going to have to do more videos in VR chat, as I've been doing pretty much. But regardless, I hope you have a good time and a pleasant evening.